Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
How you doing?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, you know, I'm coming to educate somebody today.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm coming to educate you. And I promise you,
The pants go with them? I don't know.
I can teach you more in 10 minutes than any other debater can
Well,
teach you.
speaking of schools, Jenny.
You got your Raptors coming on. I
guess
see.
what? Speaking of schools, let me again congratulate the
goodness.
Vanderbilt baseball team for winning the SEC again and the SEC tournament again, and for being seeded second nationally in the NCAA tournament that is about to commence with UCLA right up the street from us, seeded first overall. What is going on with my school? Can you believe it? It's the best school in America, and Belichick took a Vanderbilt cornerback in the second round. And guess what? A Vanderbilt basketball player is going to go fourth overall in the NBA draft, Darius Garland. So what is going on? We got football, basketball, baseball factories along with the best education. How can you compete with this?
I can't. I just want to know
Thank
one
you.
thing. Did you guys win an SEC basketball game?
No, we did not.
Okay.
But now we got Jerry Stackhouse. How about Jerry Stackhouse, right?
Oh, you see,
Had to
you
call
keep
it.
on wearing these new outfits trying to compete with me. I noticed that.
I think
That's
it's
a
the other
brand
way
new one.
around.
That's a brand new one.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Boy, you fixate on my clothing.
Yeah. Ernestine doing a very good job.
Way to go, Ernestine.
We have a lot to get to on today's show. Has Lonzo played his last game as a Laker? And will the NFL punish Ezekiel Elliott? We will get to the latest, but we are going to start with Steph Curry. He is a big favorite to win Finals MVP. Steph is averaging about 27 points per game in the playoffs, but he's been on fire in the last 5 games without Kevin Durant, averaging nearly 36 a game. Steph has won 3 titles and 2 regular season MVPs, but he has never been named Finals MVP. So, Shannon, how important is a Finals MVP to Steph's legacy?
I believe it will be the final missing piece, Skip, to this. This is the cherry on the top. This is icing on the cake, whatever analogy you want to use. This would be the final piece for him. Skip, it's hard for me to believe, and I know I'm going to get some pushback on this, but if he were to win the Finals MVP, I don't know how you keep him out of the top 10, because he would be one of the handful of players, Skip, multiple championships, multiple regular season MVPs, and a Finals MVP. The greats have that. The LeBron James, the Michael Jordan, the Magic Johnson, the Larry Birds. Those are the guys that have that. Moses Malone. It's not easy. It would be a crying shame for a guy of Steph Curry's ilk to have 4 rings and not have a Finals MVP, because we automatically assume if you're that great, how can you not have a Finals MVP? And so it's not like he's underperformed, Skip, with the exception of the year that they lost to the Cavaliers. He's been unbelievable in the finals. You look at in 2018, he was 27.5 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Kevin Durant won the Finals MVP with 29, 11, and 7. In 2017, he was 27, 8, and 9. KD was 35, 8, and 5. It's the same thing like Kobe and Shaq. The last year they won the title together, Skip, Shaq was 36 and 12, but Kobe was 27, 6 and 5. You see what's going on here when another player has a historic finals, sometimes you get bumped down. Now, even the year that Iggy won, he was 26, 6 and 6. He was only 24 or 25 points in the regular season in which he won the MVP. I believe the only year that he's underperformed in the finals was the year that they lost, because he averaged 30 in the regular season. He averaged 22 in the finals. So you can see, okay, he underperformed in that. But Skip, if he were to win a Finals MVP, that would be 4 titles, 2 regular season MVPs. Skip, there's only a handful of players that can say, I got multiple regular season MVPs. I got multiple rings. I'm a Finals MVP. You start getting up there with the Shaqs. You start getting up there with the Duncans, the Jordans, the LeBrons, the Birds, the Magic. He gets another one. He's Finals MVP. I don't know how you keep him out of the top 10.
So you just called it the icing on Steph's cake if he wins this Finals MVP.
Yes.
I'm going to call it the cake.
Really?
I don't think there's enough cake there.
Wow.
Again, love Steph, loved him before his draft, said I'd take him over Blake Griffin. Everybody said I was crazy, and he has proven me right there. But he has not enough proven me right in the postseason. And all I know is that coming off his second MVP season, when he revolutionized the way the game is played. We've never seen anything like what he did the second one, which was the first ever unanimous MVP season. He led the league in scoring, and he led the league in steals. That's a hard combo, man. And he led it in PER, player efficiency rating. It's pretty great. The year before when he won it, he was third to Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook. So he won that. He won offensive win shares, overall win shares, value above replacement player. He dominated every category at the top.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to do what he did. And as we know, he's 6 feet. Do we give him 3?
Give him 2.
2, maybe. Okay. And he did that by shooting 45% from the three-point line. It's impossibly great what he did.
Yes.
Looking so baby-faced, so non-threatening, so willowy,
Yeah.
right? He's everything we don't see in a dominating NBA star. He's the opposite of what I saw as Michael Jordan, right? Jump man.
Yes.
Just Michael was so dominating. He's so physically dominating at only 6'6", but could jump out of the gym, obviously jump out of the world. And he got so physically strong that he could just take you down low at the end of his career and score in the low post. Okay, so that guy goes into that postseason, and you know what happened?
Yes.
As you mentioned, in games 4, 5, and 6 against your LeBrons. Nothing happened.
You mean 5, 6, 7?
I mean 5, 6, 7, yeah. So nothing happened because he came up as small as you can come up with at 6 feet 2 or 3 inches tall. And just real quick for the record, in those games, 5 through 7, he shoots 37% from the floor, 36% from 3. And in the fourth quarter of those games, he was even worse. He shot 30% from the field and 25% from 3. And then game 7 was just the nadir. It was just like the hit bottom game. And again, LeBron was great. Kyrie hit the last shot. LeBron had the bicycle built for 2 blocks to chase him. But he did. Okay, so I give you all that. But meanwhile, the reason that door swung open at Oracle was because Curry, the unanimous MVP, went out of his way to go completely public with, we need him. I'm going to lead our group. We're going to be the Hamptons 5 because we're going to go all the way to the Hamptons outside of New York on Long Island, and we're going to recruit him on the 1st of July. It was actually the 4th of July, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And he publicly swallowed all of his unanimous MVP pride, right?
He did.
And he said, we need him because we're not good enough without him.
Right.
Okay, you just disqualified yourself from top 10 discussions, right? Because you just said, I can't do it by myself. I need him. And Steph has never missed a beat over the last,
This will be 3 years.
3 years. Never missed a beat. Every time he's had an opportunity publicly, he says, Kevin is our best player, right?
Right.
What does that tell the public? What does that tell the media? What does that tell ex-players?
He probably doesn't believe it. I mean, he says whatever he wants. I mean, he says publicly to keep the peace, and I understand that. But Skip, if you talk about top 10 players, Kareem played with Magic. If you look, just look at the top 10 players.
But I'm saying, just publicly, the ex-players, the hardcores, the all-time greats are going to sit back, and they may not say so publicly, but they would say to themselves, I would have never done that.
Right.
Would MJ have ever done that?
Well, the thing is,
I can't win without him?
Well,
no.
The old players look at it like this. Yeah, we might have played together, but the teams put us together. They don't look at it like, well, you're still playing. How it came to be is unimportant. These young guys saying, we're not waiting till we get past our prime. If we want to go play with player X, we're going to do it, whether you like it or whether Michael would have done it, Larry or Magic. That's not how they view things. Now, they're not waiting for teams to put teams together.
Okay.
Player says, I want to go play with James Harden, or I want to go play with LeBron James, or I want to go play with Steph Curry, and they're doing it. It's the same thing. It's just how it's come to be is different.
Okay, but all I know about Steph right here, right now is he's the greatest shooter we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay, we got that.
Yes.
But can you do it when it matters most? Because I'm here to, look, I love Steph Curry, but I got to be objective about it. Every stat across the board